Hey y'all, I'm Angie. Welcome to my channel where I do stuff. If you're new here, thank you for watching. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. And y'all, let me tell you, it has been hot. We've had some heat index days of 112, and that's crazy. On top of everything else, there's a hurricane on its way, and luckily I'm far enough inland where it shouldn't be too much of a problem, but it's definitely going to give us some rain. Now, the good thing about this is you'll have to stay tuned because the day after the hurricane, assuming that the flooding isn't too bad at the coast, I have a fossil hunting trip planned, and I've got a couple friends who have agreed to go along, and they're Jeepers too, so we're going to be in our Jeeps, and it'll be a lot of fun, hopefully. Hopefully we'll be able to find a lot of stuff on the beach as well. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. So the project I've got for y'all today is a combination of something I saw on Etsy and something that I saw in Hobby Lobby and thought I can do it cheaper and I can customize it so that it's personal to me. That's exactly what I did. And you know me, I went to Dollar Tree. I started by sanding down this plaque that I got at a craft store for about $2. Always use a coupon. And then I painted it. I didn't want it to look perfect, so I did it kind of blotchy, but by the time I got done, I was irritated, and you'll see I did it differently later. This was a $2 Lowe's clearance item that I cut in half. I attached the rod to the base using hot glue and a nail. Here I'm just removing the ribbon and the staples from the back of the signs. This is my blanket statement about Dollar Tree products, and if you want to use these outside in any way, you're going to have to waterproof it with like Thompson's Water Seal or something like that, or all the layers of the MDF, which is only slightly better than cardboard, will completely peel apart and destroy the sign probably the first time it rains. These signs come with glitter, so I had to sand all of it off in order to get a smooth surface to work on. And it really did make a difference, even though I had to wipe it down and then vacuum it all up as well, but it was worth it for the end product. If you like this video so far, give it a thumbs up so I know how I'm doing, and please consider subscribing because it really helps my channel to grow. If you click the notification bell, you'll get an alert when I post, and even though I try to keep to a schedule for uploading, that hasn't really worked out so well so far. So with an alert, you won't miss the next time I post. Because these signs come pre-painted, I found it's easiest to always put down a base coat first. These took 2 coats before I started putting the color on. And this is inexpensive paint from Hobby Lobby. It's craft acrylic. I think it was like 87 cents a bottle. And then I waited until it was on sale at 30% off. Always wait until stuff is on sale at Hobby Lobby, because if it's not this week, it will be next week. They just rotate which categories are on sale. Here I'm using a pencil and a stencil to fill in the town names and the mileage. And I knew I had to use a really light hand because I was going to be painting over it with white. So I thought I would save time and use a white paint marker from Hobby Lobby to fill in the stencil marks that I'd made with pencil. And that was a terrible disaster. The paint marker was incredibly watery and blotchy and didn't want to flow. So I ditched that idea and I ended up hand painting inside the stencil marks, and it ended up working out quite well. I'm happy with it. I did use the paint marker on a couple of them just to give me a better outline, and it did help cover up the pencil marks as well. So it wasn't terrible, but you just have to make sure that you don't get huge blotches of white paint everywhere when you're trying to get it to flow. All in all, I'm pretty happy with how the hand painting turned out. The signs looked just a little bit too stark when I was done, so I mixed up some rust-colored paint, went around the edges, and kind of aged the arrows just a little bit, made them look a little rusty. And here's the frustrated spray painting. And this is where I figured out that the small acrylic craft paint bottles are the same diameter as the rod that I got from Lowe's clearance section. So I just put one on either side of the rod and I hot glued down each sign, and those bottles on either side kept the sign from wobbling back and forth. So that was really kind of a cool discovery. As I've said before, you may want to use E6000 at the same time as the hot glue, so you have a short-term and a long-term kind of hold. But I didn't do that in this situation because I found that by simply turning it over and sealing up the seams in between the rod and the sign, it actually made it very sturdy. Well, y'all, that's all I got for you this week. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. If you would do this, what are some locations you'd add to your sign? Comment below and let me know. Don't forget to subscribe so you can join me next week when I do more stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! Extra dog!